Hello, I'm Sensei Alex Kakuyo, North American Correspondent for Buddhistdoor Global. Thanks for joining me for this episode of The Ordinary Buddhist. The title of today's talk is Gratitude and Suffering. Before we get into that, please subscribe and hit the notification bell. That way you'll be notified when I post talks in the future. If you wouldn't mind hitting the like button, that'd be great too. At the risk of sharing too much information, I'd like to tell you a story of something that happened to me the other day. I woke up in the morning and I went down to the bathroom to do my business in the same way that most people do in the morning. And when I was finished, I had a feeling of immense gratitude come over me. I was grateful for the toilet that would send my waste away as soon as I flushed it. I was grateful for the running water that allowed me to wash my hands in the sink with soap and water. And I was grateful for the fact that I could take as long as I wanted to in the bathroom and there was no one there to bother me. The reason I was grateful for these things is that several years ago I was serving in Afghanistan with the U.S. Marines. And at that time I had to go and do my business every morning just like I do now, only then I used a latrine. So when I was done doing my business, everything just stayed there until the latrine was clean. There was no running water or soap to wash my hands. There was just a bottle of hand sanitizer hanging by a string. If I was lucky, there still was some in there that I could use to try and disinfect. And I was not allowed to take more than 2 minutes in there because there was a long line of other Marines waiting to do what I had just finished doing. That experience was unpleasant. However, without that experience, I wouldn't be able to express gratitude and thanks for the toilet, the running water, and the time that I have here in the United States each morning. I often reflect on this when I think about the first noble truth of Buddhism, which states life is suffering. Now, on the surface, this may seem nihilistic or fatalistic. Of course, not every moment of our life is suffering. However, if we realize that suffering is the norm for human beings, then we experience gratitude every time we don't suffer. If we understand that for most of human history, people have been hungry, we're grateful when we have food. If we understand that for most of human history, people have been too hot or too cold based on the time of year, then we experience gratitude every time we experience heat or central air. If we understand that for most of human history, people have not been able to find shelter, then we are grateful every time we have a warm, safe place to sleep. When we understand the truth of suffering in Buddhism, we by necessity understand the truth of gratitude, and we're able to be grateful for every moment of every day of our lives. Amitabha.